Low desire youths refers to different youths suffering from the inability to see a future or social mobility for themselves due to inequality in society. As a result, they have a low desire in life without motivation to save money or improve their living standards.
同學你讀咩科
？AI 文學與文化研究。
讀 surveying 嘅。
咁如果你用一個形容詞去形容份好工，你會用咩形容詞咧？
好工啊，有一個好穩定嘅收入。
工作有意義吧？放工冇壓力咯。
咁你有冇話對你將來就有啲咩具體嘅計劃？
冇咩計劃。
冇乜具體嘅計劃，都諗住讀咗先啦咁樣咯。
就業計劃其實不是很清楚。
咁你會唔會為你嘅將來感到有啲迷茫咧？
會，很迷惘。
都有㗎。
咁你預計你半年畢咗業之後半年會唔會揾到工？
半年睇下好唔好彩咯，應該有啩。
台灣境，我不知道，我真的不知道。
HKU students seem pessimistic about their future. Wouldn't the situation be even worse for the less privileged teenagers?
今年呢，我哋20歲啦。咁平時冇乜嘢做咧，就打下機、開下 stream 咁樣啦。我嘅夢想呢，一直都係想做電競世界裏面嘅第一名。其實我啲 stream 咧就唔係淨係俾人睇嘅，咁呢個始終都唔係我嘅收入來源啦。咁我覺得我自己開心咪得咯，做 stream。我爸媽咧其實每個月都要俾錢我使，咁同佢一齊住啦，又唔使俾租，咁平時都冇乜其他使費嘅。至於你話將來喎，喂大佬，我自己連自己都養唔掂，咁結婚啊、生仔呢啲嘢就梗係唔關我事啦。但係如果將來阿爸媽唔再俾錢我使喎，咁咪睇下情況點咯，可能慳住啲先咯。其實我前年就已經 quit 咗 U 噶啦。其實你諗下喎，而家周街都係大學生，唔通我覺得讀嗰行做嗰行咩？一路以嚟咧，其實我都好想將電競成為我嘅畢生事業。咁我又唔知嗌個學位翻嚟俾咁多錢，其實最尾有咩用喎？
我今年24歲，咁做邊行咧就冇定嘅。我呢排做緊餐飲，我之前做過 sales 啦。我都做過叫做學徒仔嘅，咁跟啲裝修師傅整下水喉咁啦。其實我都試過唔少工種嘅，咁就但係無論我點努力都好啦，我份糧咧都係少過其他人嘅。我哋呢啲後生仔冇咩機會上位，所以我2年前又做咗一個叫做 slasher。slasher 就即係炒散咯，冇一份固定工作咁咯。自由度相對大啲咁啦 ，OT 又話賣命俾老細，咁就又要擦老細鞋搏升職。咁你話啦，你覺得咁樣好咩？咁我就對我嚟講，我覺得做人最緊要係有自由，我先係自己嘅老細，咁唔使聽人點，自己想點就點啦。老實講啦，咁我就唔會有咩錢剩嘅，要用錢嗰陣咧就咪多啲嚟密啲手咯。
今年23歲啦，係個文化工作者，咁我做創意嗰範嘅。我 high dip grad 咗之後就慢慢做咗個月光族咯。咁我本身都冇儲錢習慣嘅，因為份糧淨係勉強 cover 到我日常開支啦。而且個個月收入都好唔同，即係有時可以租成間 studio， 跟住下個月咧就完全冇 job， 係啦。咁糧尾嘅時候都可以好閉翳下嘅。依家啲人啲嘢想，即係主要就係依家啲人上車淨係靠老豆嘅啫。又死慳死抵，咁我家境又一般般啊，咁係所以就唔係好想俾層樓綁死，咁就寧願即係嘥錢買少少心頭好，開心下仲好啦，係咯。咁我就有儲波衫習慣嘅，咁啱啱買咗件夏薩特嘅即係特別版波衫，咁都食炒價都成1000零2000蚊，係啦。雖然貴啊，但係都即係好過擺銀行咯，係咯。
From the above, we may conclude that social mobility is low and there is fierce competition in the working environment, but not enough jobs offering a good salary and prospects. Since it may take many years for youth to be promoted to leadership positions, young people in general have a negative perception of upward opportunity. According to the latest data in 2021, even if one spends one entire annual income in purchasing a flat in Hong Kong, an average of 23.2 years is required for one to pay off the mortgage. Youths who are not born with a silver spoon in their mouths are hopeless in buying their own flats. According to a bank survey, it takes at least 6 million Hong Kong dollars to raise a child. Giving birth to children is inextricably intertwined with how deep one's pockets are. Youths who can barely support themselves simply do not feel competent to raise a child. As a result of the inequality in society, youths often prioritise living in the moment over saving money for future. It is worth noting that these youths are talented and capable for attaining so much more in life. The crux of the problem is that the youth are no longer willing to work hard to improve their socio-economic situation. They are content with lowering their expectations and living standards as working poor because they fail to see a future for themselves. Low and unstable participation in the labour force can lead to diminished economic capacity in the short term, whilst a lack of savings can place a burden on society and strain the public healthcare system in the long term. Especially with the phenomenon of the ageing population in Hong Kong, youths who refuse to join the labour force and pay taxes will simply end up as a liability to society. Among the stakeholders involved in this issue, the youths themselves are satisfied with maintaining the status quo, while the government would be worried about the gradual development of a low-desire society. In view of the above, the short-term goals would be to encourage youths to engage in the labour force and look for improvements in their standard of living, whilst the long-term goals would be to change their perceptions to poverty and success in life, which are perhaps the root causes of the problem. And assuming that the situation cannot be entirely reversed, we would suggest striking a balance in society to accommodate and take care of these youths. The short-term strategy to attract more capable youths to enter or re-enter the workforce is to provide more economic incentives. In Hong Kong, financial aid and internship opportunities are offered to those willing to work for a long time under the Youth Employment and Training Scheme. However, YETP only lasts for 12 months, whilst giving a maximum bonus of $12,000. The amount may not be attractive enough to the youths for them to work longer than the 3-month minimum. A better practice can be seen in Taiwan, where the Youth Employment Investment Program has been in effect to encourage the unemployed youths to pursue a stable job. A bonus equivalent to the average monthly income of a university graduate is awarded to those working for more than 3 consecutive months. Along with stipends for jobs in designated industries, the benefits are certainly more financially attractive. While there are ample opportunities offered to Hong Kong youths in assisting their re-entrance to the labour force, working a stable job equates with a stressful and dull life to many. In the long run, education might be the key to promoting the importance of foreseeing and planning for the future. Through education on sensible management of financial resources, they would recognise the need for savings in cases of emergency and be encouraged to work for a future safety net. Besides, advocating for a different perception of success in life could enable youths nowadays to embrace jobs of different nature. Yielding a high income and acquiring an elevated social status should not be the only indicators of success. Finding a meaning in work is of paramount importance to acknowledge self-worth and contribution to community. By developing the awareness of social responsibility, they can better utilise their talents elsewhere besides within the high-paying industries and find their own place in society. Besides education, political reforms are also critical in expanding financial protection to more people in the long term. Hong Kong has not implemented universal schemes for unemployment funding and universal retirement protection, yet welfare programs such as the CSSA and the Old Age Allowance for Elderly are in place. As reflected, Hong Kong is not entirely a welfare state, nor is it exactly at the opposite side of the spectrum, where citizens are entirely responsible for sustaining their own lives. It is possible that the Hong Kong government has taken the income management of other places into consideration. The US healthcare system consists of publicly funded and privately financed healthcare coverage, whilst complete public-funded healthcare services are provided in the Danish national healthcare system. Yet it is precisely this liminal state that puts Hong Kong in a precarious position. The solution is for the Hong Kong government and Hong Kong citizens to take a side, albeit not necessarily moving all the way to either side of the spectrum. This will be a tough decision placed before the HKSAR, but arguably it may be better than being neither here nor there.